Happy Wednesday.
Midweek, man. At Men's Day.
I know, guys. Anyway, we're halfway through the week. We definitely need some midweek motivation today. I don't know about you.
Yes, we do.
This is NBS Culture Connect. My name is Tracy.
And I, mankind's one of a kind, Jim.
Let's get started. In the headlines, Mpox crisis in Kampala.
Forbes creators list.
Fight against immorality.
Waste collection in Ghana.
Let's get started. The Ministry of Health is warning the public against Mpox. It is spreading, man. There have been 51 cases in Kampala, 35 cases in Nakasongola.
Yeah, right now Kampala has the most cases here in Uganda.
Yep.
And that's scary.
It is really scary. And now they're saying that this is rising a lot because a lot of people are indulging in a lot of illicit activity.
Yep.
Having multiple partners.
Yep.
That's why it's spreading. Guys, please be
Stop
safe.
it.
Stop it. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care of other people. No glove, no love. Also,
Just
safe
don't do it.
distance. Safe distance. You know what I mean? Just protect yourself and protect others. Let's stop the spread of Mpox.
Just say bye-bye, yo, and don't do anything, man. According to Forbes, the influencer industry is currently valued at $250 billion.
Whoa.
With projections at 500 billion by 2027. Can you imagine that? And they released a list for us to show us who's number one, who's earning the most bank
The top
when it comes to
influencer.
influencing. And number one, we have Mr. Beast, and he earns $85 million. Yeah, $85 million annually, and his total followers are 803 million.
Whoa.
Yep, these guys are actually out here really
Those are
carrying
crazy
bag.
numbers.
Yeah, and also some of the most loved influencers out there. We have Kaba Elame, who came at number 10, and his earnings are $20 million. And his total following is 255 million.
Whoa.
Yeah, and also
Just from doing this.
yeah, and also live streaming is now a thing, and it's working. It's working for Kai Senat. He's a Twitch live influencer. He goes live on Twitch, he repurposes his content and puts it on YouTube as well. And yeah, man, we just love to see the content that Kai Senat gives us with his group. And Kai Senat is at the 24th position.
Also, you know what really sells?
Yeah,
Is true crime.
true crime.
Because I saw one of my favorite true crime creators on
Yeah.
the list, Bailey Sarian.
Yeah,
Yeah, we love to see it.
she's out here killing it, man.
Yeah.
She was 36th on this particular list, and she earns 9.5 million.
Crazy.
Imagine that.
It's amazing. This just goes to show that influencing is a job, and it's quite lucrative.
Yeah, man. So Tracy, when do we start to see these numbers? When do we see influencer Tracy out there?
Why? Sometimes it's better to also watch from a distance
And be influenced.
and be influenced. Ugandan official Robert Atuhaire has lost his position as Bushenyi's resident district commissioner over an alleged relationship with a high school student. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, so community members have raised concerns over his alleged relationship with an S3 student. So now he has been removed by the office of the president from his post.
These are not good vibes. These are PDF file vibes.
Yeah, so it's definitely under investigation because this is alleged. So they're still investigating it. But in the meantime, someone has stepped in to be the resident district commissioner while the investigations are happening. But obviously, as this unfolds, we will keep you updated.
So in Ghana, there's a business, the boiler business. Now, this business involves garbage collection. There's a young man out there in Ghana doing the most with this particular way of earning a living. He's paying tuition for 2 of his kids, and he's actually building a home in the village.
Yeah, man. Who knew waste management could be lucrative? And I mean, we're living in an age where every day it's being proven more and more that success is not linear. You don't
Exactly.
have to follow a specific path to be successful. you know. So we've just talked about the influencers, and now we're seeing this. There's so many different ways to make it in life, and I think this is just a testament to that.
Yeah, man, and there have been reports in Africa that vendors are actually making more money than people that have white collar jobs. And this guy is also coming out to say, for me to go and have a proper white collar job, you need to pay me a lot, because the man is earning a lot.
The man is making his money from garbage. Am I allowed to say that we're having a garbage crisis in Uganda, and maybe people can take inspiration from this?
Yeah, maybe, just maybe, you could make a business from this.
You never know.
Take a look, guys.
So and you'll be like, oh, me, I don't also have money. I have 15 cedis in my accounts.
As a university student at a top university in Ghana, Bola business wasn't ideal.
There was a day that Evans met me, the first house that we went to. So this guy saw me there. And then the way he looked at me, I pretend as if I didn't see him. So he came and tapped my shoulder and said, Max, I've seen you. So when he said, I've seen you, I was like, okay. So what happened is, so after that day, I think that very day, after work, I quickly bathed and I went to Campus Street. I wanted to pretend as if I wasn't the one that he saw when I was doing my usual work. So he saw me there and said, Max, I know you've been doing this work, so you don't need to pretend.
Maxwell is now a proud owner of a piece of land in the capital, building a house back home in the village and paying school fees for his 2 children.
It's time for the profile.
And as you know, Jokwiz Clean brings us a champion in society every single day. Take a look.
Greetings and blessings. My name is Jokwiz Clean. Yes, we're here again for your NBS Culture Connect profile. And we're getting champions out of the film industry. And we're talking international level. Champion, please introduce yourself.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Edwin Chambade.
Does that come from Edwin? When I read it, I was like...
No, actually, it's...
I thought it's like one of your uncles.
It's a long story. It's a foreign name, but Chambade is the one that real keeps me local. Yeah, and they don't know. I was raised here. I'm from here, and I'm a producer, creative producer from Uganda.
Niceness.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing film?
Ooh, good question. After university, probably 15 years, at least 15 years. Yes, exactly.
Nice.
In small capacities to bigger capacities, like now.
So when, let's say we talk about after uni, 15 years, for somebody who is at university, just paint us a picture of your life right before before film, before you probably discovered this is my direction. How was it like, Chambade?
My parents couldn't afford... My family couldn't afford a university abroad, but I was really fortunate enough to have a degree from an American university that I had to work, to maintain and to keep that scholarship. So I was really, really lucky to have that. And then afterwards, I stayed to work a little bit there. But I think one of the unique differences about doing a California experience and then come back and doing Nairobi or doing Kampala is there you're really an ant. You're tiny, but when you come back here with that kind of experience, you're elevated.
Yeah.
So essentially, if I was to be speaking to someone who was my age then, I would be like, if you go, make sure you come back, right? This is where we need the work to be done. There you're competing with everyone around the world and you're elevating their industry. You're not elevating ours. So what really, really allowed me to do that was to jump from set to set. Nairobi was probably the best experience that I had. And then when I've come here, it's really about starting your own project.
15 years later, how easy is it for filmmakers today? As much as for them now, they think it's too hard, but I'm sure things have been made easy because when you look at Sims here, Effie, you realize that these are really high-profile people working closely with Chambade. What does that mean for film today? How easy has it become?
Very good question. When I went to school, we didn't have TikTok. YouTube wasn't really that prominent when it came to teaching, how to be able to make films and things like that. So I would say right now it's a lot easier. If you have access to the internet and a computer, you can learn. You don't even need to go to a
Would you say that someone who is a TikTok actor or actress can actually come and audition for like Mr. Oteam? Would you take those guys seriously?
Absolutely. I mean, ours is really based within this region. So when we're looking probably for less flashy and less fancy, we're looking for everyone. The regular day guy, your border guy. We're looking for everyone who's just the everyday guy.
Passionate about acting as well.
Yes, I'm passionate.
Tell me a little bit about Mr. Oteam from your lenses.
Okay, it's a good question. Well, it's if any of you know Rocky, Rocky, the film Rocky with
Yes,
Sylvester Stallone, right?
Even my
Yes.
nephew is always
Yes.
becoming Rocky every time.
Yes, we all remember our things when we were kids, and we really liked Rambo. We liked all of these things. Essentially, that's kind of what we're making. But it's a Ugandan man who is a teacher who does this on the side. Okay, and he has to. His son gets really sick, and he has to manage or to get the money for his surgery. And the only way he can do that is by trying to fight a Logan Paul, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yes, I
yes, he has to find like a person who.
But
and
because
so-
of your child, I think
Yes,
the drive
exactly.
is crazy.
The drive is crazy, and so it's a kind of thing that we're hoping people would be watching everywhere in their homes and going to the cinema to watch and feel like it's Uganda, not that it's like an American film, but it's a Ugandan film.
And that's all for today, folks.
Yep. Bye bye.
Wow. No message to keep the people going for the rest of the week.
Manchester United is going to play its first game without Eric Ten Hag in 2024. That's motivation.
There's your midweek motivation. Until next time, guys.
There's more motivation, Someone came out to say that Arsenal is like Netflix. They always wait for the next season. Wait for the next season, Tracy. I'm sure you're going to be hyped.
Cut the camera before I